Lord said, I taught this immortal yoga to Vivaswan, the sun god. Vivaswan taught this to his son Manu, who further imparted it to his son Ikshvaku. Therefore, O Parantapa, the Rajarishis knew this yoga, which was passed down in continuous succession to them, but with the passage of time, it got lost from the world. Rajarishis, the royal sages. I shall now tell you about the same ancient yoga, which is the supreme secret, because you are my devotee and friend. Arjuna said, Your birth was much later than Vivaswan. Then how am I to understand that you imparted this knowledge to him in the beginning? Lord Krishna said, O Arjuna, you and I have taken many births, but O Parantapa, you don't remember them. I remember them all. Although I am unborn, immortal, and the Lord of all beings, yet I manifest myself through my own Yogamaya, keeping my nature under control. Yogamaya, divine powers. O Bharata, whenever there is a decline in dharma and rise of adharma, I incarnate myself. For the protection of the good, the destruction of the evil, and for the establishment of dharma, I take birth in every age. O Arjuna, the one who realizes the divine truth about my birth and action is not born again. He becomes one with me after leaving his body. Thus, he is liberated from the cycle of death and rebirth. Being free from attachment, fear and anger, being absorbed in me, taking refuge in me, and being purified by the penance of wisdom, many have become one with me. O Partha, according to the manner in which people worship me, I respond to them in that very manner. Therefore, all men follow my path in every way. Those who desire success of their actions, they worship the gods because in this world the reward of actions is immediate. The 4 divisions of the human society were created by me according to the natural distribution of qualities and instincts. Although I am the creator, I myself do not act and am changeless. 4 divisions of the human society, Brahmanas, the sages, Kshatriyas, the warrior class, Vaishyas, the merchant class, Shudras, the labor class. Since I have no craving for the fruit of actions, actions do not bind me. Thus, one who knows me in reality is not bound by actions. Having known this, even the ancient seekers of liberation performed selfless actions. Therefore, you also perform your duties like the ancient ones. Even the wise are confused about what is action and what is inaction. Therefore, I shall tell you the truth about action and inaction, by knowing which you shall be liberated from the bondage. It is necessary to know what is the right action, what is wrong action, and what is inaction, because mysterious are the ways of action. The one who sees inaction in action and action in inaction is wise among men. He is a yogi and doer of all actions. Yogi, one who is established in yoga. The wise men call him a sage, whose actions are completely free from desires and resolutions, and whose actions are purified by the fire of wisdom. A person having surrendered his attachment to the fruits of action and being ever content and independent of everything in the world, he is not bound by action, even after being fully engaged in it. A person who has given up all sense of possessions and desires with the mind and intellect controlled, that person performing only bodily actions does not acquire any sin. A person who is content with what comes to him and is free from the dualities and jealousy, with his mind balanced in both success and failure, he is not bound even while performing his actions. The one who is detached and free, whose mind is established in knowledge, and who works only for yajna, his karmas are entirely dissolved. The process of offering and the oblation, both are Brahma. It is offered by Brahma into the fire of Brahma. Brahma is the goal achieved by the yogi, who always sees Brahma in his actions. Some yogis do yajna only in the form of worship to the gods, while others offer the self as a sacrifice in the fire of Brahma. Some sacrifice their sense of hearing, etc., as an offering in the fire of self-control, while others offer the sound and other sense objects as sacrifice into the fire of the senses. Some yogis offer all the functions of their senses and the prana into the fire of yoga in the form of self-control, kindled by wisdom. Prana, life force energy. Some perform yajna through charity, and some perform yajna in the form of penance or through the practice of yoga, while some striving souls, observing rigid vows, perform yajna in the form of wisdom through the study of sacred texts. Some constantly practice pranayama by governing the movements of the outgoing and the incoming breath. Some offer as a sacrifice the outgoing breath in the incoming breath, or the incoming breath in the outgoing breath. Pranayama, channelizing the life force energy. Some others who have controlled their diet, they offer their prana in the fire of prana. All these have their sins destroyed by yajna and understand the meaning of sacrificial worship. Kuru Shrestha, those yogis who enjoy the sacrificial remnants attain the eternal Brahma. The people who don't do yajna are not happy even in this world. Then how can they live in the other world? Kuru Shrestha, another name of Arjuna, meaning the best of the Kurus. Similarly, many such forms of yajna have been described in detail in the Vedas. Know them all to be born from actions. This will free you from the bondage of actions. O Parantapa, the yajna of knowledge is superior to material sacrifice because, O Partha, all actions meet their ultimate end in wisdom. Therefore, you should understand the true nature of that knowledge by approaching a spiritual master. You bow down at their feet, serve them, and question them with an open and sincere heart. Those wise seers of truth will guide you in that knowledge. O Pandava, having attained that enlightenment, you will not be deluded again, and then you will see the entire creation within yourself and in me. Even if you are the most sinful of all sinners, then also you will cross over the ocean of sins by the boat of knowledge alone. O Arjuna, just as the blazing fire turns fuel into ashes, the fire of knowledge reduces all karma to ashes. There is no purifier as great as knowledge in this world. One who becomes perfect in yoga, he automatically realizes the truth within himself with the passage of time. The one who has mastered his senses is devoted to his practice and has abiding faith. He attains knowledge. Having attained that, he immediately attains the supreme peace. The ignorant, the faithless, and the doubtful one is destroyed. There is neither this world for him, nor the world beyond, nor even happiness. O Dhananjaya, the one who has surrendered all his actions through yoga and whose doubts have been eliminated by wisdom, that man, rooted in the self, is not bound by karma. Therefore, O Bharata, with the sword of knowledge, slay the doubts in your heart that are born out of ignorance. Establish yourself in karma yoga and stand up for the battle.
Where are you? I'm missing you.